yes, Cliff Richard, pop phenomenon, showbiz survivor, and just about any other alliterative appellation you may care to think of. Now, who am I to tell you about a guy that's been at the top of the tree for the past 35 odd years? Nobody. That's who. Why don't we let Cliff speak for himself?
I always think the Shadows and I were really fortunate to get going when we did because there was little or no competition. Marty Wilde was competition, Billy Fury was competition, and then I kind of run out of words. So the three of us kind of had it on our own. And the Shadows and I kind of took off. And everything we did was new, and so therefore it was acceptable. It was rock and roll and acceptable. So the way we looked, I was the first really bad taste dresser, you know. And it was fun doing all that sort of thing, having the hair all quiffed up and, you know, curling the lip. So, yes, I suppose it was all interesting at the time because it was all so new. I've never understood artists who don't like to perform their early hits, because they must have been important.
We're all going on a summer holiday. No more working for a week or two.
When I go out there and sing Summer Holiday, it's almost tangible. You can almost feel a warmth. Why? Because probably some guy met his girlfriend, proposed to her on the night that Summer Holiday was being played. I've enjoyed singing the old stuff. But then again, there's a bigger catalogue to choose from. I don't have to sing Living Doll every year, because I could sing Living Doll one year, Bachelor Boy the next year, Summer Holiday the following year. It would take me about 10 years to actually get through it all. So I suppose I've got that in my favour. You know, I still get the occasional letter from a man who'll say, I didn't want to come and see your concert, but my wife is crazy about you. I've never known why, but I came, and you're quite good. And I think, a glimmer. The guy would not have come because he has a preconception as to what Cliff Richard concerts are going to be like. He probably thinks I'm going to stand in front of a church font and sing hymns. Well, I don't. I'm a rock and roll singer. I'm the first rock and roll singer that made it in Europe, the first.
Come on, pretty baby, let's move it and move. Shake, baby, shake, but honey, please don't lose it. This rhythm that gets into your heart and soul. Well, let me tell you, people, it's called rock and roll.
I've always said that if I make an album that flops, I'll try again. If that one flops, I'll try once more, and then I think I'll say goodbye. But they're the sort of the physical, you know, the material indications that I've had it. And even then, it would just mean that I'd be making the wrong records. I'd still be able to present 35 years of music to people that want to hear it. It's just that I still do feel ambition, and I don't know when that's going to go away. I discovered only very recently, for instance, that my record company in the States are not particularly excited about what I do. Well, it's too hot and heavy, the competition, to fight your record company as well as the competition. All I know is the time I discovered that, my song of Stronger was number 16 in the dance chart, which is a disc jockey chart. And some people had broken into 2 or 3 charts where the album hadn't even been released. So somebody out there liked me, but my company didn't. So I guess I'm going to have to try another record company in the States. When I was dating Sue Barker, we used to play tennis a lot together. And I remember she was off to I think she was going to play in Denver or something, a tournament. And we were just hitting. She'd been practicing with her practice partner, and then we hit together. And she said, do you mind if I play flat out for a couple of minutes, just to try my serve out and everything? I only touched the ball, you know, when I served it. And I wasn't serving badly. She said, no, you're serving really well. I said, well, how come the ball goes by so fast? It's another world.
Not sure, because you never know, you might surprise yourself. Because what we have on offer is tickets to see Cliff at the NEC in Birmingham on October the 2nd, and another set of tickets to see Cliff at the NEC on October the 9th. Pretty nifty prize. Here to set the question, the boy himself.
Okay, now, I want you to tell me what type of woman I sang about in 1976. Was it a pretty woman, a devil woman, or an evil woman?
I think he gave that one away, don't you? I think he did, but then he's a generous sort. And you're rode up. When you figure that one out, and I'm sure you know it already, dial 0891 500 162. Leave the answer, your name, your address, and a daytime telephone number. And the Cliff line is open till midday on Monday.